Hello!
Hello!
How are you guys?
I think they're well.
Okay, good. Thanks for answering. Welcome back, guys, to an episode of Money Mondays!
Can
Where
you
have we
believe
been?
it?
I know, I don't
We made
believe
it back.
We made it back from the land of the lost. So it's March, so that means brand new budget, guys. I have my pencil in hand and my notebook because I was doing my budget earlier and I'm ready. But I don't know how many of you guys have already worked on your March budget, but it's that time again, beginning of the month, so it's time to do your budget. In today's episode, we want to share some cool, awesome budgeting tips that we got from Dave Ramsey himself and his team via his email newsletter. If you guys don't subscribe to it, it's really cool, awesome tips just about budgeting and about certain different things about our finances. So thanks to Dave Ramsey's awesome list, we're gonna pass along that information to you guys. So here's a list of 9 categories to consider when doing your March budget. Number 1, March Madness! Madness!
I'm so excited.
I know, she's not excited, but I am. Any other guys out there? She does. March Madness screams to me basketball brackets and buffalo wings. Don't you like those buffalo wings, honey?
I love them. I love them.
If you're like me, I love sitting down and watching some NCAA tournament basketball play and love to have people around. So here's an idea. When you're sitting down to do your budget, don't forget to budget in some money for, you know, those get-togethers. If you plan to have some people over, you know, for some snacks, some food, some drinks, things like that, be sure to put it in the budget. Be purposeful and intentful about that. Or if your budget is tight and you're pinching the pennies this month and you still want to have people over and you love that environment, you know, you don't have to foot the whole bill. Just have other people bring things. You know, say, open your house up and say, come on, we're gonna watch the game, but can you guys bring a few snacks? Maybe you contribute some small snacks yourself, and this can be kind of a budget way to do March Madness. There's nothing more exciting than March Madness. In this home, we love cheering our UCLA Bruins on because we're over here in LA. So just don't forget to budget some money for March Madness. So the next item is taxes.
Dun, dun, dun.
They say there's only 2 things certain in life, right? Death and taxes. So the tax deadline is right around the corner, right? April 15th is coming soon. So if you haven't already thought about taxes, now's the perfect time to get that in the budget. If you're someone who does their taxes by themselves, then all you really have to worry about is the price that it is to do your TurboTax or whatever kind of software you're using to do your certain taxes. But if you have bigger numbers and more expenses and deductions, things like that, you're going to want to make sure that you set aside some money for a professional who really knows how to do that. So if you're like us, we use the CPA and we set aside some money because, you know, it does cost a lot more than doing it on your own. If you're looking for a tax consultant with the heart of a teacher, check out DaveRamsey.com. If you go down to ELP, which stands for Endorsed Local Provider, you click on that. Click on the button for tax. Click on the section, put in all your information, and a tax professional can contact you, and then you can have someone who definitely has a heart of a teacher to help you with your taxes. So check it out.
So number 3 is summer camps, sports fees, and church retreats. This is a great time to get ahead of those deposits that will be due, or camp fees or whatever that will be due later on this spring and the summer. So you start thinking ahead about those things now, because sometimes those things come up and we're not really prepared for them, and we're not thinking about it, as well as sometimes equipment fee goes along with that. If you know that you're going to do baseball or soccer, you might have to invest in some new equipment or something like that. So you want to think ahead of those, get ahead of the curve so that when it actually comes, you're totally prepared and it doesn't catch you off guard.
Number 4 is spring break. Yeah! I don't know about you guys, but I really never did spring break.
Headed down to Daytona.
No! I never did spring break, really. But some people do, and some people forget to put that into their budget. So now is a good time to start budgeting for those vacation spring break weeks that you guys may have planned. But if you are somewhere in your debt-free journey, or if you're just trying to clean up your financial mess, and taking a whole week to go somewhere is not in the budget for you, then think about other things like smaller trips or day trips or things like we do sometimes, or staycations. We do things around the local area, and we did a lot of that when we were getting out of debt. So only budget something that is for you and your family and appropriate for your budget. You know what situation you are in, so you know if you can go bigger, or it's got to be something smaller like a staycation. So make sure you budget for it and plan ahead.
Number 5 is prom. Oh my goodness, can you believe it's time to even think about proms yet?
Who did you go to prom with in your...
Which year?
Oh, which year? Oh, see, I only went to prom once, man. Whatever.
Senior year,
Enough. We know that you're more popular than me, so that's it. I only went one time. She got asked when she was like a sophomore or something like that. Right? Was your
freshman,
first?
Sophomore, junior.
Excuse me.
But
Okay.
I was sick for my senior year, so I didn't even get to go to dances my senior year.
It's okay. Fine. You still beat me. Go ahead. Continue.
So prom, it's so fun to go to prom, and it's really not fun when you're not prepared for prom.
Absolutely.
So try thinking about a budget now. If you have teenagers that you think might even have the smallest inkling that they might want to go to prom, because you never know. And on top of not only putting money in your budget for prom, talk to your teenager about it. Sit them down and say, hey, your prom is coming up. How do you feel about it? Do you want to go? What do you want prom to look like? Do you want the big limo? Do you want to, I don't know if dinner's provided at your prom or not.
Right.
Some proms, they don't do that, and you have to go out for dinner. So do you want to go out to a fancy restaurant? Do you want to get your hair and nails done? What kind of dress or tuxedo do you want? Blah, blah, blah. Think of all of those things, see what they want, and then say, okay, I'm willing to pay for this item on that list. Maybe the tickets to prom, maybe the dress. But then have them claim responsibility for the rest of it and say, if you want these things, let's set a goal. Let's say maybe you can't afford to get your nails and your hair done and your makeup done, but you can get the dress you want and you do everything else yourself, or something like that, and work it in and say, if they don't have a job, now's the time that they could start applying and get a job and start saving up, or do little jobs or babysitting or things for you guys around the house or whatever, so that they're making the money, so it brings a level of responsibility and clarity to their decision to go to prom.
Absolutely.
And I think it'll be a bonding experience for you guys, and something really empowering for your teenager going into maybe their senior year of high school, or maybe into college.
So the next 4 categories, or what we kind of like to call seasonal budget categories. These are like things that are not really in your every month budget, but things that happen in the next couple months as we're kind of changing seasons here. So number 6 is gardening tools. Just around the corner, people are going to be rushing to the hardware store to grab stuff to start building gardens and doing things like that. Remember when we had a garden? Yeah. That was not good. It didn't go well. It was fun, but I killed it, I think.
I killed it, actually.
You killed it. I think she did kill it.
I overwatered it.
So if you want to get a jump on the gardening season, make sure you start budgeting now, because you can find some really good deals at the hardware store now, because in a few months, everybody's going to be there, and guess what's going to happen? Price is going to go up.
And you know who has great sections right now? The 99-cent store and the Dollar Tree now. They have stuff, and even the dollar section at Target, right after Easter, they start putting stuff in for the gardening season. But guess what? Those things are gone.
They're gone
so quickly.
very quick.
We learned that the hard way,
because
everything was there, and we were still piling up our budget. And then by the time we had our budget based on the 99-cent store, it was too late.
You can't find everything at those stores, but why not? It's a good start, and then you can, budget extra to go to the bigger hardware stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, things like that.
The next category is winter clothes. I know. So a lot of you there are buried in snow, dealing with weather.
Not us!
Not really us.
Sorry.
But you guys might be preparing for warmer weather, which means all the winter clothes are going to go on major sale right now. So if you know that your winter coat or clothes or snow shoes and
rain
snow
boots
and
whatever,
all those things.
Parkas.
Your parkas.
Because I know someone's in Alaska. Someone's up there.
Just have a parka. If those things are starting to look worn and torn and shabby, especially after all the weather that has been experienced this year, especially in the U.S., if those things are starting to get worn down, you guys, now's the time to put it in your budget to start saving. Yeah,
because what happens is when the temperature goes up, right, the prices go down. So it's a good time. You got to jump on top of that.
Yes. Winter clothes. There you go.
There you go. So number 8 is bikes, guys. And I didn't know this when I read this. I was really surprised. Did you know that around this time in like February and March, new models come out for bikes? I didn't even know that, okay? But I was surprised to read that. If you're in the market to buy a new bike, you want to upgrade your bikes, apparently now's a really good time to go check those out because you'll get last year's model for much cheaper. And that's what you want to do. You never want to buy it completely brand new. Get a deal on last year's model. Go check out the price, compare them on different websites or different stores, and you'll probably be very surprised at the money you can save.
So our final category today is luggage. So right now, luggage is still at reasonable to lower prices because not everybody is ready to go dashing off to their spring break or their summer vacation right now. But when that time does start to roll around, those prices are going to go way up. So start thinking about that now. Do you need to replace a piece of luggage or an entire thing of luggage? Or if you're like us, you can check out thrift stores or Free Cycle or Craigslist or this new app I found, Offer Up. It's an awesome app you can get on your phone if you have a smartphone that has great deals on private sellers things. So check out those deals because they're going to start going up really, really quickly, guys. So we want you to get the best prices on good things. We don't want our vacations and our fun things to follow us home.
So if you want to read Dave's take on these lists of 9 things for the month of March to budget, I will leave a description in the link. I will leave a
description in the link below.
Okay. I will leave a link in the description below to Dave Ramsey's site so that you can actually read this article. We love it. We're really grateful for articles like this, and we hope that you don't mind that we pass this information to you because we really think it's awesome stuff, as many of you guys are starting your debt-free journey or are going through cleaning up your financial mess. It's stuff like this really, really helps and is very encouraging.
And we've had some people become debt-free recently.
Oh,
congratulations to you.
Let's get a debt-free clap. Woo! Yeah. You guys are awesome. You know what I want to do too is I just want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart for supporting us and watching our videos. You guys are awesome. Be sure, if you're not subscribed already, to click the subscribe button, guys, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram, okay, at Joel D. Catalan, at Anna Catalan.
I finally made it public.
Anna is now public on Instagram.
Sorry about that.
So our good friend, I think it was Holly. Was it Holly from Hey That's Holly? Hey That's Holly. I think she messaged Anna. She says, "Did you know that your Instagram is private?" And she was like, "Oh my gosh."
No idea.
It's fine. Now she is, and so now you can go check her out and say hello. And if you want to just drop us a line or email, you can email us at livelikeNoOneElse@gmail.com. So that's a list of the 9 things to budget for this month of March. What do you guys want to add to the list? What are you guys budgeting for? Something that we forgot or something you want to pass on to anybody else? Leave that in the comments below.
And thank you so much for your comments and your questions and things like that.
Absolutely.
Please keep them coming. We're sorry that we don't get around to every single one of them, but we do read all of them, and we do our best to get to all of them. So please go ahead and leave a question or a comment, and we will do our best to get to those.
That's right. And I don't know if you guys know, but this family is growing here. You guys have been really supporting us. I mean, I think we're up to like 4,400 subscribers. So you guys are awesome. So if you like this channel and you like the content, be sure to share it with your friends. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. Anything else you want to say before we leave?
No, thank you.
We'll see you guys hopefully again next week. Get back on schedule for another episode of Money Mondays.